Friends, how is it song?
Okay.
Hey Trino,
It's
how are you?
okay. It's 11:02 now. Let us see more 2 minutes. If anyone is coming, then we'll start the class. Okay. Today we'll complete the first unit. Okay. We'll see the revision of first unit and complete today the first unit. We'll wait more 2 minutes. 11:05 will start. Orang bata bata bello है. देख के काम नहीं करते मम्मी अपनी धुन में रहते कहीं तो भी ये सोचते बैठते सोचते सोचते कुछ तो भी कर लेते चल रहा नहीं अच्छा खासा वो टाइम लगेगा मैं ठीक होने ওদের দিকে দেখাচ্ছে না ওদের দিকে দেখলে চোখ একদম চু দেখতে হবে ওদের দিকে এখন এখন যে গেলে আর কি कर लेते हैं और কাজ পরে করবো এখনই করে দিয়েছি दिखाई नहीं दे रहा दिखाई नहीं दे रहा दिखाई तो रखना Okay, good morning, class. Today we'll go through the first unit revision. Okay, first unit revision. We'll go through the first unit revision. I hope you all are able to hear me. Okay, so in first unit, okay, the first question is what is cybercrime and how do you define it? Okay, the first question here is what is actually a cybercrime and how do you define it? Okay, so basically, whenever we say cybercrime, you will be finding n number of definitions for a cybercrime and how to define them. Few will see from your textbook here. Okay, this is one definition of cybercrime. Okay, where crime committed using a computer and an internet to steal the data is nothing but a cybercrime. Or you can have many other. This is one. This we'll see later. This example. Okay. Then alternative of cybercrime definitions. Okay. Any illicit act where a special knowledge of computer technology is essential for its preparation, investigation, or prosecution. That is also a cybercrime. Or any traditional crime that has acquired a new dimension or order of magnitude through the aid of a computer and abuses that have come into being because of computers. Okay, this one of the definition. Or any financial dishonesty that takes place in computer environment, or any threats to the computer itself, such as theft of hardware or software or storage and demands for ransom. Okay, those are alternative definitions of cybercrime. And there is one another definition where cybercrime is an illegal behavior directed by the means of electronic operations that target the security of computer systems and the data processed by them. Okay, hence the cybercrime can sometimes be called as computer related crime, computer crime, e-crime, internet crime, high tech crime. Okay, so those are nothing but some ways in which you can say what is cybercrime. Okay, and after that they have asked continuation in that is the definition of cybercrime. Okay, so the definition of cybercrime is a crime committed using computer and internet to steal the person's identity or sell contraband or stalk victims or disrupt operations with malevolent programs as nothing but a cybercrime. Okay, crimes completed either on or with computer, any illegal activity through the internet or on the computer. Okay, all criminal activity done using the medium of computers, internet, cyberspace, and the www. Okay, this is the definition of cybercrimes. Those were what is a cybercrime. Okay, so we have done with the first question, that is what is cybercrime. You have n number of ways of saying what is cybercrimes, what is a cybercrime, and how you are defining them. Okay, these are the different ways how we are defining them. Okay, definition of cyber crimes. These are some ways how we are defining them. Okay, then there's one example where the cyber crime has first happened. Okay, that was in a textile manufacture company in France, and it happened in 1820s. Okay, where where textile companies, what they have, they have they have some designs. Okay, they have some designs which have been imprinted in those devices, so that those devices keep on weaving that fabric with those designs. Okay, so here the first cybercrime happened. Then after that, next question is, how do we classify cyber crimes? Explain each one of them. Okay, now see, there is a difference between this question and this question. They are saying, how do you classify the cyber crimes? Here you are saying, what are the different type of cyber criminals? Okay, so this one is, who are cyber criminals? This is the third question. What classification of cyber crimes? Okay, this is classification of cyber crime, where you will be having 5 different types in it. The first one is cyber crime against an individual. Yesterday for second unit we have seen cyber crime against individual, against a property, against an organization. In first unit you have more or less 5. Okay, that is cyber crime against an individual. That is nothing but under classification of cyber crimes. Okay, cyber crime against individual, cyber crime against property, cyber crime against organization, cyber crime against society, crimes emanating from Usenet news groups. Okay, now when we come for cyber crimes against individuals, okay, then you will be having electronic mail spoofing and other online frauds. Okay, phishing. Okay, email spoofing is nothing but sending messages. Then phishing is nothing but trying to email the victims, a set of victims together. Okay, next is spamming. Next is cyber defamation. Best example is female actors. Next is cyber stalking and harassment. Then is computer stoppage. Then is pornographic offenses. These all, everything is there in definition. You can go through them. You can go through these definitions. At last is there, we'll just go through them. Okay, we are just going through outlier. We'll go through them also. Next is cyber crime against property. Now, whenever we say property, basically credit card frauds, IPR, intellectual property crimes, and internet time theft. These are nothing but property. Now, next is crime against organization. You have N number. Okay, the basic, see, let me go to this back. Now, whenever we say it is for an individual, okay, sorry, whenever we say it is for an individual, then you can see that whenever it's for individual, you will either get mail, mostly mail, okay, spamming. Then you have cyber defamation, that is for film actors, basically that is on individual. Even for parties also, cyber stalking happens and harassment happens for an individual. Okay, computer stoppage happens for an individual, pornography on an individual. Okay, and password sniffing also. Okay, this is for individual. This is basic individual. Okay, now whenever we come to organization, unauthorized accessing of a computer, password sniffing, denial of service attacks, this is basically for an organization. Okay, then email bombing, okay, salami attack, logical bomb, torsion horse, data diddling, industrial spying, computer network intrusions, and software privacy. These are cyber crime against organization. Kindly don't mess up with individual and organizations. Okay, now cyber crime against society. One is forgery, yes. Next is cyber terrorism, and next is webjacking, which is similar to hijacking. Only thing is hijacking, they'll take control of the plane or train or something and make people as they make people as hostage. Here they use computers instead of people, or computers information. Okay, the next is Usenet groups. Usenet groups is nothing but, this is actually, basic use of Usenet groups was actually to help each other for in research. But what happened at last is these groups carried out offensive, harmful, inaccurate material, posting. There are many posting. These are mislabeled, deceptive in another way. Okay, because the first basic Usenet news groups was basically to help researchers to do their research. Next, we'll start with email spoofing. Okay. Now, email spoofing is basically it is a forgery of an email header. Okay, and before this, let me tell you all that they are saying you for classification of cyber crimes. Okay, different classification cyber crimes, but since classification of cyber crimes have 5 vast areas, they might ask questions in between them. Okay, they might ask questions on individual cybercrime with on individual, or they might ask with organization. Okay, like that on 10 marks. Okay, next what is email spoofing? Email spoofing is forgery of an email header so that the message appears to have originated from someone or somewhere other than the actual source. Now, basically, what do you mean by email spoofing is? Okay, suppose there are three computers here. Okay, A, B, C. Okay, and I'm sending the packet or sending the message or email from A to C. Okay, or A to C. Okay, I'm sending the packet from A to C. You have 3 computers, A, B, C. From A to C, I'm sending a packet where now B is a computer or an attacker who is hiding. Who is hiding? His identity is not known to A and C. A is simply sending a mail to C. Now what happens? This mail, whatever is sent from A to C, is actually sent from B to C, but not from A to C. Okay, it is sent from B to C, but not from A to C. What B is doing is, he is acting as an A and sending the mail. That is nothing but called as email spoofing. He'll change the header. Whenever you send an email, it changes the header and sends. Okay, that is nothing but called email spoofing in general example. And how it is sent? To send spoofed email, sender what it does is insert commands in the header that will alter the message information. Okay, it is possible to send a message that appears to be from anyone anywhere, saying whether the sender wants to say whatever sender wants to say. Thus, someone could send spoofed email that appears to be from a message that you didn't write. Okay, so basically what I've said, A is sending an email to C. Okay, what C is saying, that A has sent an email to him. What C is saying, but that mail is actually sent by B to C. But what B has done, he has changed the address. He has changed the address to A's address. Okay, in the header file, he has changed the data and sent to C, showing that A has sent, but A doesn't even know that a mail is been sent on his name. Okay, now next is spamming. Okay, now basically spamming is, or spam is, you can find spam as nothing but in your emails you'll get spam mails, n number of mails. Okay, so spam is nothing but is abuse of electronic message systems to send unsolidated bulk messages indiscriminately. Now basically spam is nothing but is trying to lure or it's giving you some bait so that it can catch few people, so and get their information or their data or their personal information, like as bank account or something like that. Okay, so what they do is, people spend many spam messages. Even we don't know from where we are getting mail, but we are getting mails. Those are not much spam. You are either getting through mail, through email, or you are getting through instant messages, Usenet groups, web search engine, spam in blogs, online classified ad spam. Okay, even ads also you'll get some spam maximum. Then mobile phone messaging spams, internet forum spam, jump fax spam, and soldier networking spam. These are n number of spams. Okay, and yes, and the next is spamming is difficult to control. Yes, basically because how much ever you unsubscribe it, again you will get one more spam from some other way, because they'll create n number of websites and start sending it every time. Okay, now next, cyber defamation. It is basically nothing but what we are trying to do is we are trying to insult someone in public. Defamation is nothing but trying, what do you say is that in Telugu? I don't know. It's basically nothing but defaming is nothing but insulting someone in public, offending someone, insulting someone, giving some false. Here you have, I suppose, false. Yeah, giving some false statements on someone. Okay, you'll be finding these n number of things uh, like some person has done something, some actor has done something to someone, some actor has taken some amount, has not returned back, some director has taken amount and has not done the film, some actor has taken the amount for this show and not has not done the show, like that, many other things. Okay, now you have different types of defamations. One is libel, that is written defamation. One is slander, that is oral defamation. Okay, and you will be having cases of defamations also. Next, internet time theft. This is the easiest one, where what happens is internet time theft. The attacker, okay, attacks your system, okay, uses your net, which happened with me recently. Someone has used my net, okay, used everything, used all my 200 GBs. I've lost my 200 GBs together because this of corona time, sitting at home, someone has used mine. Okay, so what they do is they use your internet on your time. Okay, so basically internet time theft is nothing but they are using your internet. Okay, basically they're using your internet on your time, or whenever you log in your system, they're using your internet. Okay, and they have used all your internet data, your time, but you don't even know. And at last when everything does completes, you don't know what happened at last. Okay, next, after that, salami effect. Salami effect is basically nothing but something with related to financial. Okay, salami effect or salami technique, what we say it as. Okay, now let us take an example. Okay, a bank employee inserts a program into the bank server that detects a small amount, okay, from every customer every month. Okay, this you will be finding with more of more private banks. What happens there is they'll keep on detecting some or the other thing. You don't even know what are they detecting for everything. Okay, every month some amount is deducted. Okay, obviously yearly once they will deduct, yearly once I suppose they'll deduct for maintenance charges. Okay, other than that they'll keep on deducting for what case we don't know. Okay, and since that amount what they deduct is very little, it doesn't even come to the notice of the customer. Basically it goes unnoticed. Okay, now for you it is a small thing, hardly. If he cuts 5 rupees also from your account, okay, 5 rupees also if he cuts, but you are one individual. But in a bank they'll be having more than thousands of 10,000s of customer. Okay, 10,000 into 5 rupees, you can easily say if he cuts in 1 month he'll nicely get more than 50,000, right? So for him it is a big gain, but for your it's a small things. Next, in data diddling. Okay, now basically data diddling is nothing but suppose let me take an example, a person entering an accounting may change the data to show their account, or that of a friend or family member is paid in full. By changing or failing to enter information, they're able to change it. Okay, so basically data editing is nothing but what it does is it will it's basically nothing but whatever input you give, it copies the input, but it changes your data indirectly. Okay, it's a program. What it happens is whatever accounting details you try to enter, okay, and you try to show the person, okay, this happens in companies more, fraud of data diddling. Okay, what they try to do is they try to show the accounting something, but the actual account is something else shown. Next is forgery. Forgery is nothing but basically whatever which is illegal is called forgery. Means suppose let me say it's your father's account, his checkbook, he has to sign, but you have forged his sign. Okay, basically you can find children's doing, I have seen many children's doing on their this report, many children's doing it on their marks report, forgery sign of their parents, right? Now next is webjacking. I've said you webjacking is nothing but same, it's like hijacking. Only thing is instead of using people or something else, we are using basically this what is nothing but called as computer. Okay, and industrial spying or espionage is nothing but it is the different ways or illegal practices or some operations or illegal practices done to gain the advantage over their competitors basically. Okay, that is nothing but what suppose two different companies are polling for some what you say it as I'm not getting that word. Two different companies, suppose there is a or not product, some notification released that anyone can do bidding for that particular project. Okay, so if two different companies are there, what they try to do is industrial spying. They're trying to get the particular data of what the other company has bid for. Okay, now that is one example. Or something else, suppose like if it can be between countries also. Okay, what happens here is some country is developing some particular formula, so other country tries to get that formula. Okay, next is hacking. Hacking, you basically know, that is nothing but attacking a particular network or computer. It is can be based on greed, it can be power, publicity, revenge, any other, for any other thing. Next is pornography. Now pornography is nothing but uh, some offensive videos, offensive picture, images, videos or films, okay, of children, which are actually not supported by government, but still those are going around in internet. That is nothing but called as offensive pornographic offenses. Okay, now next is software piracy. These both by all the individuals, each and everyone follow this, everyone do this basically. That is nothing but software piracy, illegal copy of a genuine program. That is nothing but software piracy, what you call it as. Okay, it is generally used, one best example is your Windows, which you are using. It's basically a software pirate copy. Okay, if it is not a Linux, then if it is in Windows, then it is a pirate copy. Next is computer stoppage. Now, computer stoppage, it basically includes attacks that are intended to disable the computers. Okay, computer stoppage is nothing but what this attack does is try to disable all the computers or the networks. Okay, in order, or the main purpose is to disrupt, okay, disrupt the education or for disrupt the organization work for some personal gain, okay, or some grudge with that individual or group is having. Okay. Now next, email bombing is, it is more similar to DOS, email bombing basically. Here what happens is, email bombing is an, it is basically, we say it as a form of net abuse. Why? Because it says, it sends a huge volume of email to an address in an attempt to overflow the mailbox or overwhelm the server where the email address is hosted in denial of service attack. The same thing, it's more like, it's more same of a denial of service attack where what we do is we send n number of emails, whereas in denial of service attack what we do is we send n number of requests. The same thing, email bombing. Password sniffing is nothing but it is a program which try to monitor the name and password of network users who are logging in. Okay, so there will be some code which will keep on monitoring what are the logins and codes, okay, people are using. Okay, next is credit card frauds. These are nothing but properties, okay, or cyber crime with respect to properties. Credit card fraud is nothing but you can find n number of credit card frauds through online, okay, and many other ways. Next is identity theft. This is one or more simple. It is a fraud involving other person's identity. What criminal does is use someone's identity and do some work, okay, where that actual person doesn't even know that this has happened. Okay, so this is, we have done with classification of cyber crimes. Okay, classification of cyber crime, individual, property, organization, society, and user nets. Okay, next, third question is the categorization or what are the different type of cyber criminals. So basically there are three type of cyber criminals. The first cyber criminal is who is hungry of recognition. Okay, second one will be the criminals, those who have, those are not interested in recognition, and third one is the insiders. Okay, now first we'll start with cyber criminals who want recognition. Now cyber criminals who want recognition, in that you can get a hobby hacker. Okay, it's nothing but teenagers, okay, teenage students who try to explore the limits, what are the possible ways, how they can modify something, or they're just eagerness. Next, it is IT professional who are ethical hacker who have been paid for doing it, but by that company itself. Okay, the next is political motivated hackers. Now this is nothing but an organization is paying to the hacker to attack some other organization. Okay, but in previous one, here ethical hacking is nothing but the organization is paying the hacker to hack its own organization so that it can check the security of that particular software. Okay, next is terrorist organization. You can find terror, cyber terrorism, and other things, many more. Next is criminals, those are not interested in recognitions. Okay, now these are nothing but psychological pivots. Now what do you mean by psychological pivots? Are nothing but they are psychology disturbed people. Okay, they are nothing but the hackers, those who are psychology disturbed people. Next is for financial motives. Okay, these people are nothing but they don't need any recognition, but what they need is amount. Okay, for that amount they do the cyber hacking. Next is state sponsored hacking. That is nothing but one particular country is paying hackers to get the data of some other country. Defense departments are the best example for this. Okay, now cyber criminals, the insiders. This is basically nothing but the employees of the particular organization. Okay, those employees or the people who have removed from the organization, or they have not removed, but they have been not satisfied with their position with that particular organization, so they have that grudge on the organization and want to harm their own organization, to remove that grudge, okay, to feel that peace state of mind. Okay, so these are nothing but called the insiders. So we have done with different type of cyber criminals and cyber crime. Okay, now what is the difference between cyber crime and cyber fraud? Okay, here let me give you an just a basic example. Cyber crime happens is nothing but with intention of, just basically cyber crimes happen with the intention of destroying someone. Okay, whereas cyber fraud is not of destroying someone, it is only to get some financial amount. Okay, cyber fraud is nothing but getting some financial amount, some amount from someone, whereas cyber crime is nothing but basically to destroy someone. Okay, and how to a virus get disseminated, explained with the Nate diagram. In a textbook, you will be having one diagram of a zombie. How does a zombie works? Okay, suppose you have an attacker who is sending the zombie to a particular